conducted by Notes or Presents. 60% of undergrad students report regular postponement of educational tasks. This includes studying for exams, writing term papers, and weekly reading assignments. Now, procrastination negatively affects your self-control, your self-efficiency, and your self-regulation. Now, I know most of you are thinking, I have self-control, I choose to stay up to 2 a.m. when I have a paper due at 7, but you don't have self-control. Now, this term comes in effect when we physically or mentally divert ourselves from doing what we're actually supposed to do. So, there are many types of diversions, but for the sake of us being college students, I'm going to use the two most common types. The first type is action diversion. Action diversion is the act of substituting something less relevant for what you're supposed to be doing. An example of action diversion is in a situation where you have a paper due, a math test, or a quiz in the morning, you decide, okay, I'm going to take a nap first. You're physically substituting, not thinking about it, but you're physically doing something that's less relevant. Now, in action diversion, there's no long-term benefits. For the moment, you may think that nap is way more important, but then tomorrow, the nap has no benefit. The second type of diversion is a mental diversion. Mental diversion is mentally putting off a task until the next day or a different time. It's a short-term feeling of relief. In a situation where you are mentally diverting yourself from something you do, I'm going to steer away from the academic because this one is more common. How many times have we told ourselves, tomorrow I'm going on a diet? Yes. Yes. And then tomorrow comes and it's raining, so I'm not going to go running or I'm not going to go eat healthy because the store, I got to work, the store closes, all these excuses, and then the next day after that, you still don't work out, and then 2 weeks later you gain 10 pounds. This is mental diversion. You're mentally putting off what you're supposed to be doing or what you say you're going to be doing. Now, when dealing with mental diversion, it provides a short term of relief. When you do put off that event of that task that you want to do, you do feel relieved at the moment, but then the next day or the next time it comes back because you haven't solved the problem yet. Now, there are ways to overcome it. You can start with clear, measurable, and achievable goals for yourself. The bits and pieces approach or 5-minute methods. Now, starting with goals for yourself, it's pretty much just setting a time limit. Okay, I'm going to do 30 minutes today. I'm going to do 30 minutes tomorrow. Or you can do the bits and pieces approach, which is taking a bit and pieces of maybe a research paper and doing it a little at a time. A 10-page paper is not meant to be done in one night. So the 5-minute method. I like to call it maybe the 20-minute method instead because you're supposed to take 5 minutes out of your time and actually plan what you need to do. But sometimes you'll need a little bit more. As a result, you'll have no more catch-up assignments. Instead of feeling lost, overwhelmed, and out of control, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment. You'll gain that self-control back, and you'll gain that self-efficiency and regulation back. Recognizing these ideas won't miraculously change your life overnight, but it'll help you recognize and be aware of procrastination and how it is affecting you. You'll be able to gain your self-control back because you'll actually realize, okay, I am procrastinating, instead of thinking I'm doing something actually better with my time. So a great way to start today would be by not taking any naps.